all this time, I finally understand. Weapons are useless without the skill to wield them. The past is an illusion without the stories to anchor it. Immortality is meaningless without the trials to make one worthy of it. Time to write a new story. This unusual team is a blend of Europe, Asia, and North America, whose third-place finish in the NA Regionals for the Major turned heads. Originally called March Out of the Army as a tribute to their new captain, they built on their early success to place second in WSOE in Las Vegas last month. But Kuala Lumpur is their biggest challenge yet. J Storm. They showed promise at the TI-8 qualifiers, but after a summer to reflect on missed opportunities, they're finally showing why this iconic org has placed all their faith in them. Coached by TI-3 winner Loda, this new generation finished third in the EU Regionals and are desperate to leave their mark on the Major. Out of the shadows and into the light, and making their debut on the DPC. Give it up for Alliance! The VGJ Storm roster that reached top 8 at TI this summer found themselves a new home and a new offlaner. TI winning Universe stepped up to the plate this season, and with a Kings Cup Regionals title already under their belt, this team is already making waves. With their dynamic support duo and the prolific Resolution, there's potential to go far. Runners-up in the NA Regionals, please give it up for Forward Gaming. Runners-up in the EU Regionals, PPD's newest creation have been busy this season, but face the challenge of performing at the Major without offlaner 33. However, with TI winner Mind Control as a replacement and the lethal reliability of Fata and Ace, it would be foolish to count them out just yet. Giving their org their DPC debut, please welcome Ninjas in Pajamas. A hybrid of North and South American players, this is a team that has bridged the gap. Housing Brazilian veterans Lilis and Forder, along with the bad boys of NA, their high-risk, high-reward playstyle got them this far. But can they continue to go unpunished? Runners-up in the South American Regionals, give a big hand for Pain X. Heavy favorites to win the Major, this team towered above the competition in Hamburg and were truly on another level Nisha and Zai join their ranks this season, and Captain Puppy seems to have once again masterminded a world-class roster. Meta trendsetters with unpredictable drafts and winners of the EU Regionals. Team Secret. Great drafting by 1437 turned the grand finals of Dream League around to see this team take the first minors title of the season and receive the golden ticket to the Major. They were soul-bound together after victory in Stockholm, according to Moon Meander. They showed grit and versatility in Sweden, but how will they fare in Kuala Lumpur? In the words of Zephyr himself, "We gonna win!" Tigers. Frontrunners for the entire DPC last season, they've kept their double major winning roster, but have yet to fully assert their dominance. Humbled in Hamburg, they arrive in Kuala Lumpur with a point to prove and scores to settle. Winners of the CIS Regionals, and led by the iconic Solo. Please give a big hand for Virtus Pro. After an impressive showing at the end of the last season for this team, Misery moved from coach to captain, and the impact is undeniable. Winners of the South American Regionals, they're not here to make up the numbers. They're here to go the distance. Introducing Pain Gaming.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
His personality.
Just don't.
Fnatic need to step up.
Yes, don't pick the greedy lanes anymore.
They're banning all the hard carries.
Yeah.
Only PL left.
Only PL left, that's good. Get to see some new Dota. VP likes to play some different carries once in a while, so.
There's still Axe in the pool. Axe and Weaver.
Yeah.
Was it banned out last game?
Axe gets banned here, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so.
10 seconds.
Is Weaver, like how strong is Weaver actually? Like,
Well, Virtus Pro really like
that
it.
suits MP.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Is that you,
Right.
you mentioned it when hard carries. Abid playing.
yeah. But I always feel like it's even more effective when it's like this position 4. He gets a really good game. Like around minute 20 Aghanims, it's so hard to actually fight suddenly.
Yeah, but you need some kind of. I hate when you pick Weaver support and you don't have a Drow or a Maiden. You need something to help him.
Yeah, I agree.
You need a Mana R or something, because otherwise the hero can just fall off pretty hard, in my opinion.
They're taking like 30 seconds of bonus time first ban. Yeah,
Fnatic's turn to pick.
They were thinking about it though, weren't they?
Pros turn to
I
pick.
guess because of the TV.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah, maybe that was the last one they were thinking about as well. The Tiny, the Terrorblade and the Morphling both banned out in the first phase, as well. And the Phoenix as well. Fnatic was just going, nope, don't want to play with those again.
They just ban on the 2 of the heroes that just own you.
Banned first. That
10
heals still the full
seconds remaining.
heroes that
5
like
seconds
four
remaining.
rolls. Roll.
Virtus Pros
Yep, even a
turn
Puppy
to
5.
Didn't work as a fly.
No.
Fly played it.
No. It's alright. Yeah, but he also farmed a bit more though, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's also what we spoke about, right? Like a lot of teams try to do what Secret's doing with his position 5 melee tanky core support heroes, but only really Secret can make it work.
But if you look at their farm distribution, it's very different to every other team right now.
Yeah, it's not really a 5 anymore.
No, they're 3, sometimes a 4/5. They're 5, sometimes a 4/3. They're 1, sometimes a 2. They're moving stuff all over the place, but based on what they think each hero needs in the game, right?
Yeah, but that's why they're so good at it, because other people really treat it as a 5 tiny, and he doesn't get any farm whatsoever, and then he's just gonna be like a useless hero at some point, whereas Secret, they use it for a strong laning phase, then he transitions into a Blink Dagger after. And of course the cores have to sacrifice a bit of their farm, but they know when to do it and how to do it.
Yeah, and VP don't know really what they want to pick here. They picked the Bane, which is just such a good hero for VP, the strong laner, and I really like it when Solo plays it as well, because personally I think Solo is kind of slightly weaker mechanically than the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Like he's the strong captain. Find teams will just give him Bane. Like there's very easier to play. You just hit the enemy heroes and he'll get off a good ult now and then and he'll just do good with that.
Yell.
10 seconds
Spell.
remaining.
So those 4s that connect.
5 seconds remaining.
Another one of these heroes that become a good flex pick as well, isn't it?
Yeah, 4-3, sometimes even 5.
Yeah, again, a secret thing.
Yeah, other people tried it,
defined
but
so much, haven't they, over the last 3 weeks of this end of the meta? It's been incredible. And there is a Weaver.
could be 4, could be 1, 3.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Although I feel like Ice is not really, it's not really Ice's hero. He doesn't like it too much.
I think it's fine on MP, because it also gives him the bit more of an active carry, if you wanted, and just keep around.
He definitely doesn't want to farm.
The Brewmaster stats, by the way, that you're seeing, you pick a big fall off between 718 and 71. And it is, but recently they've been back into them.
Yeah, I think people just start to respect the position 4 of it like a lot. It's just does so much, honestly.
Yeah, it's just the teamfight strength of it, right? You get level 6 and suddenly you have this huge Brewmaster. Can just disturb you, disable you, a lot of damage.
Yeah, because you don't really benefit that much from items. So when you play core or support, you don't you hit 6 and it's as strong as a core. So
yeah,
just need a level 6 and you have the books for that.
I think it's a really big reason why these heroes can be played as a 4 now. The people actually abuse the book way more than before. Like this level 6 Brewmaster is actually so much stronger than like a level 6 what is like a bad position 4 ult. Yeah, something like that. It's like so much more impactful.
5 seconds remaining.
Ban on the Centaur and the PL.
The good thing about Fnatic's lineup so far right now is that they do have strong heroes in the lane, so they should be able to deal with VP's heroes.
And that's insane though. Have we seen a team do that? I don't think we have yet at Kuala Lumpur Major. They have banned Morph, TB and PL on the same team. I don't think any team's done that yet.
It makes Luna quite relevant again. And a couple of other heroes.
Because we're starting to talk about tier 2 now, aren't we?
Yeah, because tier 1
Ember,
or like TS
Luna,
probably.
Storm,
Yeah.
Monkey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See some. They did this in the minor, in the grand final. They banned those 3 carries all the time, but it's gonna be fun to see some different carries.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
I would love to see Luna.
Void.
Ooh. Void, yeah.
Ramp.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Drow Ranger.
Oh,
Hey, and
new
Drow.
carry.
Well,
Is it? Like a month ago, Drow was like every other game.
the minor saw a lot of Drow. In fact, we saw a lot of Drow at Hamburg too. Hasn't really fallen off, is it?
Virtus Pro's turn to
Winter Wyvern.
Wait, Wyvern.
One of the strongest supports probably against Drow.
A nice cold embrace going on.
Yeah, Cold Embrace and the ult as well. If you ult anyone next to a Drow, it's just gonna die.
Back to an old school CIS lineup with a.
Yeah, I think Wind Ranger or Mirage.
10 seconds remaining.
Do like a Ranger with the broom.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it could be Brew 4 as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
run it that way, haven't they?
like a Brew Mirana.
Turn to pick.
I could use.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a safer bet than the Wind Ranger right now. Help, Ice Frog.
Yeah, and then I want to have some no one. I think he's mad about a Storm game. I think he wants Storm.
I could still be Mirana mid as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't mind see one more tank hero for VP. I don't know if you just have Brewmaster as a tank,
Hey,
you
wait,
might just
hold
get
on.
run over.
Hold on, the Enigma's made it all the way through. Oh, no, it hasn't.
Yeah.
5
It
seconds
hasn't.
First phase
remaining.
ban. Yeah.
I just went, wait, what? Yeah, I couldn't see on my
Yeah,
screen.
the Enigma head looks a bit weird.
Yeah, well, this angle and through these eyes at this age, trust me, that does not look like an Enigma first ban.
But at least they picked the Mirana with Drow. Like, I've seen certain NA teams that pick Drow and they have like no heroes matched up with it, and you're like, why do you pick Drow then? It makes no sense. Mirana is one of the
Drow Timber.
best right clicker with it, so.
They won that game. Drow
They did.
They also just
Yeah, that's a
ENG.
ridiculous lineup. Oh,
They're
they
in the
won.
top 6. What are you guys saying on?
That was a Timber last pick though, wasn't it?
Yeah. The perfect Timber game
Yeah, it
is.
was the perfect Timber bait. There was nothing in the game to do with it.
So is Fnatic gonna pick something good against Mirana? Because they go off lane as well.
Again,
I mean, which do you focus on right now? Do you focus on the Drow or do you focus on the Mirana? More dangerous.
You have to focus on the Drow, I think, because the rest is too flexible.
Virtus Pro's turn to back.
Arc Warden.
Mm.
Well, we say it's good against TB because you, like, it's good as the, for the same reason it's good against TB, right?
yeah, you
Drow
just
Ranger.
range right click.
Yep.
If anything, I feel like it's even in some ways because he doesn't mind himself with a 4-staff like Arcane Pike inside the bubble. Mirana Drow do not
10
nowhere near.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Like if Mirana don't want to leave bubbles, then fights.
5
Yeah, or you have like a
seconds remaining.
BKB, which you get quite late usually.
Even
yeah.
with a BKB,
You think Mirana's
damage.
BKB get late?
Turn to back.
They usually go like Yasha, one item, and then BKB. Or Dragonlance Yasha, BKB.
It's a second item for time.
Yeah.
Already.
I mean, especially when you have a draw, you can allow yourself to do that because you just have so much damage from the draw. They banned the Meepo. I like that.
They have played it. This tournament.
10 seconds remaining.
Definitely a specialist hero for the Fnatic lineup.
5 seconds.
But I think it
remaining.
makes Storm even stronger. Like, Arc Warden is not the best against Storm. Quite tough to play against. Yeah. They could still be nah, Brutus ban.
Is it the Ice here we want now? He's played Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, I was going to say he's played the winter, isn't he?
Unless he's tiny.
Could be the Weaver.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of flex in that team right now.
Yeah, only Arc Warden, I know that's on our bet, for sure.
I mean, you'd imagine that the Winter Wyvern and the Tiny are now support. Right?
Unless they want to throw Eva on support, but it's probably on MP.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Yeah, Storm is out.
Hide up. Hide against Drow silent.
LC.
It's not the greatest in the lane, but in the mid game and late, it becomes pretty strong.
What heroes they left for no one?
10 seconds remaining.
Everything.
I mean, it's like really good with Drow Ranger.
Virtus Pros turn to
Tide Hunter.
Tide Hunter.
Right. Good.
Well, I mean, it's
call,
ice, like against all of.
We also have a man on the sofa that loves Tide Hunt.
Who?
You.
Me? Okay, you're going back way back. All right. No
It was a no Tide Hunter joke. Sorry for the old school fans out there. They got that one. Anyone that's been watching recently.
5 seconds remaining.
What about a nice, nice tinker? Get some hacks, and then you can't purge it off.
Is that possible?
Husker? Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
You need someone that buys BKB at least.
Yeah. Someone needs to tank. Husker's tank.
It's that.
Does Lena not fit here?
Invoker.
Hero.
All right.
I mean-
Well, we've got one classic one side with the Tide Hunter in the hands of Ice, and a classic on the other side in the hands of no one.
Of course, the Invoker.
Yeah, I was
It
just
crushes
about to say it.
Aqua in lane super hard.
Says the Invoker player.
Yeah. I know.
We'll take that one. We'll start at the other end this time, and we'll go gods first.
Less greedy.
Less
Fnatic,
greedy. Looks better,
they're
doesn't
good,
it?
you know,
More balanced.
Yeah, they saw last game a little bit too much, so we're good this time.
Okay. Fnatic for gods. Bulldog.
I do like Fnatic's lineup more, but just based on how they play last game, I feel like VP is just a stronger team right now, so I'm going to go with VP.
I've been told to be more decisive, so VP.
Okay. I don't know who told you to be more decisive. I've always thought you've been a very decisive man as it is. The Invoker player has gone for the Invoker team, and the SEA fanboy's gone for the SEA team. So let's find out as we bring in our commentary team for game number 2. Gents, there was a little bit too much greed in game 1. Little less this time round.
Well,
wait till we tell you something.
But it's a solo support Drow Ranger.
5-position Drow.
Yes.
I want to change. I want to change to Fnatic.
They're locked in. They're locked
You're
in,
locked in.
guys.
You are locked in.
Switch to Fnatic.
God. What is happening?
Okay, it's all yours.
Thank you very much for that. Yes, Solo is playing the Drow Ranger. We can only assume that does mean that he is indeed going to play it as the support, as they have many other plentiful cores that they will be very happily keeping Ramses, Noan and Pash on. But yes, well, I don't think. Well, I'm sure Backer probably did it before. To see it today.
They made a mistake. Uh-oh. Posh is reading right now.
We have a problem. He could also be joking. He could also be joking, though. He could just be being silly. It could be intentional.
It is Pasha. It is
could be
Pasha.
joking. I reckon he's joking. This is not. This is a coordinated plan to have Solo play the Drow Ranger, as you can see.
He puts the white flag.
Roger's surrendering. So let's go. I mean, Solo's like, what's up, team? You guys don't believe in me? The Solo Drow Ranger.
So is he gonna play carry, then Pasha's gonna play support?
I mean, how do you fit this in? I think that would
be
make sense.
that would be the best thing, right?
If it truly was an error, then that would be the best way for them to do it. But if it wasn't an error and they do have a planned support Drow, then why not? We'll see what the plan's going to be.
How am I? What am I supposed? How's my job supposed to work right now? How am I supposed to analyze? This is support Drow potentially.
I think they kind of have. I don't think they can play as a core.
I don't know what to say, man.
Let's see what Solo's buying. He's not buying any. He's not bought anything yet.
They're probably waiting to see what they can do. I don't know.
Let's see what the plan is.
What did Pasha buy? Pasha bought. I mean, that's kind of like a vary build. They can either or. Hey, he's bought slippers. All right, Solo. They're all tipping him. He's going
to be hitting the creeps.
He's going to be hitting the creeps.
Solo carry. Are we really getting the treat of that? I mean, where's he going to go in the lanes?
He's going to go bottom. All right, so let's see what we can do. So there's I mean, Wyvern and Arc Warden, pretty good versus the Drow Ranger. Fnatic's lineup overall, they've got a good amount of comfort heroes. They've got, of course, the Ice Tidehunter. DJ's playing this Tiny this time around.
I'm gonna find out. Have Solo's played much Drow Ranger? I'm sure he has, right?
You can check it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
He has, I mean, he's played different roles.
He has played different roles in the past. I was going to ask you, so the historical old boy.
Yeah.
Have we seen some Solo carry in the past?
That one I don't know about. That one I don't think so.
Matches.
I mean, pubs. Sometimes, rarely.
I mean, I'm checking his pubs.
In pubs, recently, he plays just Dazzle, really.
So on at least, I don't know how many accounts he has, but on sort of his main account.
Let's see, Drow Ranger. He's
played a bit.
In last
he's played 50 matches. 50 matches of Drow. He's got a 48% win rate on Drow.
Oh, that's a lot of losses though that I'm seeing right there.
As of yeah. And when was the last time he's played? He last played it in January.
Yeah, about a year.
On this account, I don't know if he's got like an old.
More than a year ago. A year and 10 months ago.
Wait, no, we were still in 2018.
That's 2017.
Oh, it's not 2 years ago. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. What year is it?
You're
right.
Silly Billy.
2017 January. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I mean, it's not the hardest. Well, I mean, it's a hero that's struggled. It's not the easiest of heroes to win games on.
Pasha's playing support. Yeah, he's got Drunken Haze. He's going to be zoning people as Brewmaster.
I could tell the banter's already coming in. There was a range creep, and Pasha pinged it twice, and Solo missed it. So already they're having a bit of a laugh down on the bottom.
I mean, I'm sure they're laughing right
I'm watching the Solo CS here. This is what I'm most interested in. He's not got the... Oh, here we go! No. Oh, come on, Solo. Hit those creeps. I believe in it. I mean, it's a... Let's see, Pasha's going to be judging him, you know that for sure. Pasha is what...
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's probably just laughing. Pasha is the type of guy to just be laughing hysterically the whole time if every time Solo misses.
Oh, no, he missed that one as well. Come on, Solo.
It's a hard animation.
It's a hard
animation the first few levels.
It's a hard hero to CS with. It really is. It really is. He's got this one, though. This melee creep's about to get it. Yeah. No.
He did. He got it.
He got it. He's in the game. But no, it's always going to be a tough lane.
It is. So we'll look at the other lanes real quick. We'll look at top. Bane Mirana. I think Bane Mirana should win this matchup pretty hard versus this Tidehunter Wyvern. Wyvern's just going to try to get pulled so they can at least get some experience. Mid lane, kind of even. I think no one will probably overall win it.
Oh no, Solo!
He's dead.
He is dead. Alright, I think this is time you start considering the support Drow Range and just let Pasha farm. Well, we'll see. They feel very adamant that the only way they can make this Drow that somehow found its way into their draft work is indeed to let Solo farm. Or at least try to farm
just let him get like 4 or 5 Wraith Bands just so he can boost up the Mirana and Invoker. I think that would be the play. And then let Pasha farm.
Yeah, this is as much of whatever era it was that they ended up picking a Drow. That you're right. They've got a Mirana and they've got an Invoker.
Yeah, they've got heroes to benefit. Absolutely. Solo. Thing is too, he's in a tough lane to play against.
Lane, yes.
Yeah, Weaver and Tiny can put so much pressure out onto a Drow Ranger. I think no one will pull out ahead in the mid lane too, and I think top should. I think VP they should be doing pretty well in 2 lanes.
Should be pretty nice, right?
Yeah, good in 2 lanes. The bottom lane, it's gonna be tough, but they're gonna get experience. Pasha.
Oh, charges. We'll keep him safe. Solo. Good slows onto MP, but Shikuchi back up. He needs to.
I'm watching this mid lane. No one is putting on a clinic versus Abed. That little bit of bonus damage plus his Forge Spirit, it's actually more than enough for him to get all these denies.
I'm watching Solo CS. Here we go.
What do you mean?
No, I think he's doing well. He's picking it up now. It's, as you say, it's a hard hero. The Drow.
First few levels. Once he gets
especially if you're not used to playing it. Yeah. Here we go though. Oh, perfect CS underneath the tower here.
There we go. And he gets this one too.
Very nice.
Yeah, he got all those. Yeah, that was actually very nice. Teamwork by both of them.
Very nice.
Yeah. They got all the last hits under the tower there. We see top lane, they're trying to threaten a kill here onto Jabs. Roger gets the sleep, they've got the arrow, it connects, the Sunstrike on top 2.
Doesn't go the way of the Invoker, but it's still a kill, and they
get 2.
Both of them. Brain sap from Roger finishes off by Ice. But these other lanes, as we say, they're looking good for VP.
Yeah. And Solo's catching up. He's 11-3 now. Once you get like your 2nd level of Drow Aura, you get the 2nd Wraith Band, everything becomes a lot easier. He's even queued up the 3rd Wraith Band, so like we were talking about. Get like 4 Wraith Bands, get a Treads, enable your other cores as much as you can. We're only saying this, of course, like people who are, people who are watching don't really know. Your Solo is usually the support player, by the way. So.
Normally, and the position 5 player.
The position 5
as well. So quite a change in roles for him, which apparently, as it seems, said, it's always very hard to tell with the VP team if they're joking about or not. But at the start, they were indicating that this was not the plan.
I mean, Roger put up the white flag.
I'm inclined to believe them on that because we've seen them do some crazy stuff, but this is quite a switch up.
Definitely. And we saw this type of mistake happen to TI, right? We saw Fly play Clinks and Arteezy play Phoenix. This has happened before.
Yeah, because I mean, I imagine with this, you think the error was in terms of who was playing what. Like the draw was an intentional part of the draft. That wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
this was the draft they wanted, or
Solo just missed 4 last hits.
No, we didn't. No, okay. We're not looking at that lane.
I mean, I think he may have just you drag class, you just clicked it maybe early. Like I don't know. We have no way of really knowing.
No, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to ask them later.
Yeah,
jabs.
Will get brought down. That extra damage, the precision aura.
It did, yeah. That one's on Solo. Nice on Solo.
So 2 lanes, very successful for VP, and Drow Ranger is a hero that we always talk about. You don't really win your lane. You lose your lane because the way that the pressure comes out, that people play against it now. So doing fine. He only died once.
He's farming the same as the Tide.
Yeah, exactly.
Farming the same as the Arc Ward mid.
Yep.
This ain't bad.
And no one is owning in the mid lane. 20 denies versus Abed. Last game, they shut down Abed super hard.
It's Solo's aura.
It helps. It definitely does.
Solo's aura. Solo, the real carry of this game. I mean, not that it's any different from normally, no. Solo, the solid rock of VP.
He is. Playing with Solo is always an absolute treat in pubs.
Is he a nice lad in pubs?
Yeah, Roger's a bit of a bully sometimes, but in a loving way. In a loving way.
Yeah, we'll check the all chat to see if you're telling the truth on that one. Top lane. Set up for the arrow. They've got a fair bit of magical burst. Is it enough?
One more.
Right click. The Kraken. The Kraken will save. Bottom lane, Pasha. Getting dove upon. Pasha will die.
They've kind of abandoned the bottom lane.
They have. Solo's
jungling. Yeah. He doesn't want to get dove. I think they recognize that the Wyver's going to start making rotations, so I think they're just like, okay, lose the bottom tower.
Sunstrike has not got mana for it.
He's got stick charges, but might not need it.
Roger. One more. Oh, no, the Kraken's still there.
Yep, the mitigation from the Anchor Smash plus that Kraken enough. Roger now getting chased out. There's a Spark Wraith to close his pathing, but he should be okay as well.
We'll get out. Okay. So I think, yeah, for Fnatic, it's a lot on this, the MP Weaver and, well, and again, pressure on DJ to do stuff. Because the bottom lane was the better lane for them. Yeah. MP's getting farm this game.
Pasha's trying to secure his precious captain's farm.
Yeah, we're Solo out now. What level have we got him picking up in the jungle?
Almost 5.
Yeah, they're fine.
That bottom lane was quite a mess, though. Brew's only 3, almost 4, and the Drow's close to that 5. But top lane, like we were saying, went swimmingly. Mid lane
is a dream.
It's just amazing for no one. He's just been owning.
Yeah. He's crushing it this game on the Evoker.
And they're looking to set up for Abed too. He steps up too far to sleep into an arrow, and can they get it? Roger's trying pretty hard, and he's gonna get it. The Cold Snap stacks as well.
They're also hunting for Solo in the jungle. DJ and Jabs find Solo in his little jungling area. Mid lane, the kill does occur as Abed will fall. So hey, Solo will take it. You killed me, but you didn't protect your mid. As, 8 minutes in, BPR, they're matching it. They're even.
It's even.
Evenly placed at the moment.
Yep, and they've got their farm distribution on the two.
Exactly, they do have it distributed a little bit better in the sense that it is both Ramses and no one that's rolling in the dough.
MP is incredibly farmed, but this game, I think the reason they picked the Drow is particularly because they see the Weaver early on, right? You see that and you're like, oh, Gust, incredibly good spell versus that Weaver. So when Solo gets a point of that one day, you can definitely look to set up on MP. And also in the mid game, it can be a bit hard to play this Weaver. You just get hit by that, and that long duration silence it doesn't allow you to get your mobility off. And they're going to keep threatening down toward bottom.
Yeah.
So Invoker, going to keep free farming. Ramses as well, going to keep free farming. And they're just focused on this Drow. Solo steps up too far. He's going to get stun tossed back. There's not the mana for both just yet. He gets mangoed. And now they see DJ though. And Pasha is just dancing on top of his barrel right in front of them. There's no one going for more points in the Wex just yet. No, we don't know yet. So it's just 3-1-4, the usual build.
Dire's top tower
At least for no one. He likes having the 4th point in Exort.
Oh.
That's right. It connects.
It does. The lead forces it enough. He's going to pop the Ravage. The Ravage will keep him safe.
Ooh, so close.
Just actually having a look back, I think I found Solo, he has played Drow twice.
In competitive?
In competitive.
In what year?
2015.
Okay.
But he lost both of the games.
Okay.
So after those 2 games, they obviously said, well, let's sort of have hands off, you know, no more Drow for you, Solo, for 3 years. But now 3 years have passed. Time to give the man a chance again.
It's a statute of limitation.
He has a KDA of 1.22. Not too bad, is it? That's not terrible.
For Drow Ranger,
in games that you lost as well. I'm going to try and find those games.
They use a Moonlight Shadow. No one is actually setting up for a gank with this here, as well with Roger, and they have Drow level 6 now too, so that so much more damage. The setup onto Abed again, Meteor, quick easy kill.
All money for no one.
He's just going full Exort, it looks like. He's put the 5th point into, only 1 in the Wex for that Alacrity and Meteor combo. Pasha gets tossed on top of with jabs and DJ, but he just taunts and scurries away.
Looks like one of the games where he played Drow was pretty close. It's actually a game where he lost against the legendary Loader. Loader, one of the men to being able to beat the solo Drow Ranger.
Was that like that looks like an in-house?
No, this is the...
That is an in-house.
It was an in-house, but still, it had a lot of pros in it.
Yeah. Continuous smokes, VP. Smoking again, they've got level 6 on both supports, and they're looking to punish MP. He has to be careful here. Fiend's Grip is a quick, easy kill. Again, the wraparound. They've got sentries too.
They do. They see him. Oh, he hides in the shadows. Oh, they've got the vision though.
But he's dead.
They found him.
Solo
and
gets the
Solo gets that money. Gets that money. Level 6 and working on the Dragon Lance.
Setting up again. Doesn't have that much more mana to work with though, and there's rotations coming in.
He should be fine.
He'll be fine though.
Yeah, he's a little too beefy. He's got the point booster, the 2 nulls. It's a hard game for Fnatic to make the plays happen.
It is. They only really have the Tiny to make plays around the map.
Yeah.
So again, a lot, like we said last time, a lot of pressure on DJ to see what he can do. Ice, his heroes. It's a Tide Hunter. He's extremely static. He can't really move from his lane and go hunt people. It's all about just like the team fights after your laning phase, and Ramsey just keeps threatening him. Gets hit by the Anchor Smash this time, so his damage does get reduced. Sunstrike will connect again.
Really nice Sunstrikes from no one this game. Ice, he tries to hide, but the arrow comes in. Ramsey's with the control, and VP pick up another kill on this top lane. They'll take the tier 1 tower as well. 12 minutes in, 7-3, and closing on a 3k lead, 4k in XP. It's looking to be another good start here from VP in this game too.
Looking like a fantastic start so far. Solo might go down here. DJ is smoked up.
They found the carry.
They found him.
Oh, let's go on, Roger.
He's got the TP, he'll be fine. They put a lot of wards down in their defensive jungle to protect Solo on VP. They put 3 actually, and 1 in a pretty unorthodox spot. Just to watch the positioning of the lane so they can farm at their tower safely. And mid, again, no one is going to get the solo kill. He is. There is rotations coming in, though.
On him. Can they kill him? They're popping the Ravage, and that will allow them to take down no one. It's a big kill. And again, losing Arbet before they're able to do so.
Ramsey's looking to hunt on mid lane. Do they have the arrow? They're going to tank it with DJ. Good positioning there by the Tiny.
See if that's going to mean that they can all get out there. DJ tries the convo to pass from Ramses.
The Gust on 2. They've got it on the Weaver.
Solo with the wraparound. Silence will wear off. And he's able to Shikuchi. Silence not quite long enough for this stage of the game, but the DJ actually gets left behind. Actually ends up coming back up that path rather than heading the other way.
He tanked the arrow though. That's the important thing. He tanked the arrow to protect his core. Yeah. And it's important also that this whenever that Solo's alive inside of these fights, right? Like, as long as he's alive, he contributes so much aura to the Mirana as well in the Evoker.
Absolutely.
And even the Bane. I mean, Roger's been doing a fair amount of right-clicking. He's 4-0-3 on this Bane. Look at that base damage. 78 plus 38. I mean, that's a lot to work with.
And this is the thing. The draft of VP does really sort of... You know, they can play and make these moves without the Drow. Like, the other 4 heroes together can just get so much done in terms of killing potential, as we've seen.
Yeah, and also in the later stages, or in the mid game, with the Brewmaster, one of the beautiful things about playing Brew versus Tide is The Tide comes in, you just throw him in the air the whole duration of the fight. And that's not one of those things that it's like, oh, he's taking damage, it's going to be dispelled off of it.
No
You're
doubt,
just being thrown in. And look at Dota Plus. It's feeling pretty
50
even.
I'm a little surprised on that. I'm a little surprised that it's that even. And if
no one's setting up the bottom
towards Fnatic, MP will get the time-lapse off. The rest of Fnatic are moving in onto no one. No one immediately will go for. Toss forward onto outside. They pop the dust. No one getting collapsed on. They get the kill.
Going for that kill is very tough to kill a Weaver. Even if you have the sentry down, I mean, the time-lapse, the cold snap procs in between are not enough to actually hold him down long enough. So a bit of a greedy play by Noan, and Fnatic punishes it perfectly. Bounty rune's coming up soon. We already see Pasha in position for it. But he's under ward vision. And we already see Fnatic. They're making the way over to him. He has split. He's fairly tanky.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Vanish.
Oh, nice. Well, do they have more dust?
They do. They have dust and sentries on jabs.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Arrow. They just popped the split. They're looking to try to get something onto jabs here. The arrow is down though already. Yeah, Ramsey did use it, but they might have enough damage anyway. And they will.
Timing's perfect, bringing him down to get hit by the Sunstrike.
Very nicely done.
BP continuing the lead this game. That's how we're looking on that Aghanims. No one, yeah, he's just one bit away.
Yeah, and Abed doesn't have his first farming item yet. Look how much they've slowed down Abed. I mean, this game it was mostly just no one, but look at that. He's bottom 5 net worth again this game.
Lane, BP, they're coming in with a wrap round. The Ravage does catch on to the 4th, and they'll get themselves on top of Solo. Fnatic get 1. Can they get anything more? Roger turns to the brain sap. Eyesight, Sight, and MP trying to focus him. The toss forward on the siege tree will kill off a second as Fnatic claim 2. A good play there from Fnatic. 2 kills, no deaths on their own side.
Whenever they can keep getting MP involved. Oh my god, MP almost just got sunstriked. It was so close. MP's just going for straight damage build this game. He's going for Maelstrom on the Weaver. Wants to be able to farm and push out waves too.
It is a little scary though against these heroes. Like you can die very easily as this Weaver.
He is incredibly squishy. Yeah. Next is queuing up for that Lance and BKB. He was really gonna need that BKB just to deal with that the Gus in particular. There's no one. As the Ags finished up after this Dragon. Barely early on. 1640. Almost level 14 2 on the Invoker, so that kill threshold. Sunstrike. It's no joke. 600 pure damage when he has it.
Fnatic still just needing to make the space for Abed.
Yeah, that is the biggest issue. Help slow down but he has his farming item. He has the book 1, which allows you to really boost your farm, and then he's going for that Midas next. That's the new build that we're seeing, of course, on this Arc Ordnance. But in this game, they've got decent ways to close the gap onto the Arc Ordnance. So sometimes the difficulty is getting on top of that hero, but they have a Brewmaster, they have leaps, they have these different ways of getting into that bubble.
Shadows, take us.
Jabs has been really prepared this game though with dust and sentries. Like here, they riddle the bottom side with sentries, and there's a Moonlight Shadow coming out, but they are completely aware of that. Jabs even puts down the Tinker Ward so they can actually see all this movement coming in, and they'll escape, buying themselves more time while that Ravage was on cooldown. 15 seconds, so that's going to be up with Ice. They're setting up for him now.
Yeah, no one with the perfect setup, so there's going to be in there as well. The Silence does get crackened off, but Eyesight just melting to the right clicks of these two.
And cracking off Ice Wall.
MP trying to poke for this.
The Sunstrike as well. The damage is there.
Roger, DJ can't get in time to get an Avalanche off to cancel the Fiend's Grip. He's lost his Weaver, and now he's almost certainly going to lose his own life too. With the price bid on, Winter's Curse will put a bit of a stop to it. As Jabs trying to do his best to help DJ out. DJ is bringing Arbed forward too. They can turn. They turn up as a team, and they are able to punish Roger at least.
But they get a big kill. They get the Weaver, the most important, the most farmed hero on the side of Fnatic, and they only lose their 5 position.
They're losing a tier 2 potentially as well. Ice is going to come in with the TP. Does have Ravage. But the Siege and the right click from VP's lineup with his Drower just melts the tower. Silence comes out, pushing Ice back for now. As Ramses and Solo will simply be able to walk away.
They bought time, and now that Arc Gordon has Midas, and he can start to climb that net worth, but he's still super far behind. 3,000 gold behind the Mirana, 2,000 gold behind his counterpart in that mid lane, and his levels too. He's catching up though. He's gotten a lot of time to just sit back and farm, but he's still 2 levels behind Noans and Boker, and they're smoked up immediately looking for a play. There is a Ravage available for Fnatic, and Ice is in the area.
Be a little careful. We saw, last time Ice down bottom did manage to set up a good team fight for Fnatic.
Hey, he's looking like he's just going to try to tank up on the Tidehunter this game. But there's a lot of damage that's going to be coming through from VP, that mixed magical and physical. Sentries placed down on both sides. Roger is walking in. He's found MP,
but MP is on top of him first. Roger will get bursted down. Quick anchor smash from Ice to finish off the Bane. The rest of VP are out of there as soon as they realize detection's down. Not a place that they want to fight.
So VP still with that 6k. How's our Dota plus? It's actually giving Fnatic the win percentage right now.
It did earlier as well. Yeah, so it's slightly edging over to Fnatic's.
Yep.
I mean, is that because of, again, so what, late game heroes like the Arc Gordon, would you imagine that it likes?
Yeah. And Drow Ranger, I guess, as the games progress, is one of those that, it has like a lower win rate past like 35 minutes or whatever it is. It's still only 20 minutes in, but VP's next timing are really those BKB, so they don't have to worry about the Winter's Curse or that Ravage at all. And I've seen Ice. Okay, I like this actually. I switched from the tank build. He needs a way to get into the fight.
MP's found Solo. Solo's going for the TP out, but DJ's on top of him with the blink. Fine Solo hiding in the trees. Smart move from MP there, sweeping back through the tree lines.
And these last several moments, it's Fnatic favored. Albed's just sitting back, farming the entire time while his team's able to get these successful plays. And VP, they don't have this great way to just start the fights just now. They only have ways to just walk in and really do them until they have a Brew Blink Dagger, if Pasha chooses to go for that. He's queued up he has the drums and he's queued up Vlads, which is the approach that we've seen, of course, from Poppy a lot of times, but they don't have their natural initiator like we've seen in some of those other situations as Fnatic. They found Ramses.
Oh, and DJ with the setup, bringing him down low. Ramses just put the BKB in the lead. And he's chasing. Can't get the hit off though, so Ramses will manage to get out of there with that BKB in the leaps. Fnatic certainly starting to hit back and put a bit of a scare into VP.
Yeah, VP have that blink now on Pasha though. This is where they can actually start to make plays better. A real initiator, almost level 12 too. He's probably waiting till he has level 2 Brew Split if they want to try to take any fight, and probably waiting also for the Invoker BKB. And they can look just take a head-up fight and try to secure that Roshan, thing that we usually like to see as a team with Drow Ranger. But Fnatic have done a pretty good job the last few moments of just patching those wounds that were happening before. As Abed is, has Maelstrom, has Midas, has Necrobrook level 15. He's back.
Lane the 4 of VP. Ready to set up. Asher looking for an opportunity to jump in, and also prepared if Fnatic themselves come looking for a fight. The BKB on no one.
They're going to look to make the play here.
This is a very strong point for VP if they can get those sort of fights going off where Fnatic are grouped up, and for the rest of the part they have been set.
Yeah, they have to get some deeper vision on the side of VP as well. They're actually they're just committing straight for that Roche play with the double BKB. Roger's going to try to play some wards down. He's walking directly into Fnatic.
And they know what's going on. As Ice tries to head towards the pit, Nightmare holds him to the side of it. VP a little hesitant on finishing off the Roshan for now. They know that Fnatic's all waiting up there.
They kill it pretty fast with the Alacrity and Drow Aura though. Fnatic.
There's to jump Pasha. Wants to split off. Primal split successfully. He's on top of the Wyvern immediately in the jabs. It's falling low. Jabs gets the cold embrace off in time. They'll send Ice up into the air. DJ jumps forward towards the pit.
Gets Solo.
He'll be able to burst down Solo. He's trying to get in on the Roshan with the feed strip, holding it back. Roger with the control. Ice pops the Ravage, but they've lost DJ. Roger in trouble as 2 are dead on VP. Ramses with the BKB turns to fight back, leaps forward to get the attack speed to bring down Ice. As VP, they will get themselves the Roshan, get themselves the Aegis on Ramses. They have a couple of casualties, but they still come out on top.
There we see exactly what we were talking about earlier on, right? Pasha blinks in, gets the start of the fight. He just throws the Tidehunter in the air, and there the team fight gets a lot more difficult for Fnatic to actually take without their Ravage to initiate their fight. They also all weren't there in time. I think Abed was still trying to approach the pit. They didn't have everybody there. They at least get solo. That big commit forward by DJ.
DD as well, yeah. MP has to get out of it. A couple more towers for the taking down bottom, so VP can just look to push.
This Mirana hits so hard right now with this DD. 360 damage because of that Drower on top.
Ramses are still yet to die in this match. Alright. Flying on through.
VP wants, like I was saying before, VP wants to get some deeper vision to play around. Right now they have only really the defensive board set up. They want to be able to get at least 1 or 2 deep boards so they can play around a little bit easier, so they can make those Moonlight Shadow ganks happen on top of Fnatic and catch this Arc Warden has just been getting away with murder and just farming time and time again this entire time while Fnatic is making plays. He's even doing the constant split push with the books on the sides. Has to be careful not to feed too many books. That's the one downside of this build that can actually end up happening.
Size getting bursted at the front of the team fight.
The curse.
The follow-up, they'll take the Aegis out of the hands of Ramses, but the fight is ready to go as Pasha leads him with the primal split, has the control onto DJ, leap forward from Ramses, those right clicks ripping DJ to pieces as DJ trapped in the trees gets taken down. They also have the control. Pasha with the spirits throwing the Wyvern up into the air, cancelling the TP of jabs, allows VP to clean up 3 kills.
And a tower gonna be led into that one as well. And that was without their Invoker. They just get the nice setup onto the Tidehunter and just blow him up pretty much instantly when he lands.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
MP now has BKB, so now he doesn't have to worry so much about that Gust, but he's not that threatening anymore. Just BKB Maelstrom on a Weaver.
He's not.
VP, they're looking to press the high ground. There is a bubble though.
It's only 26 minutes in and VP.
They can't actually do this versus Arc Warden. The bubbles are going to come out and they can't commit forward, and now Pasha's going to pay with his life. They force reactions back, but a very aggressive play is solo.
Being chased here. There is a haste rune. He's got it. Oh, them fine. He's out of there. Fnatic, still, they need to try and make something big happen themselves. Ice obviously farming towards the Blink Dagger next.
Yeah, he went for that
jump.
He had queued the Blink Dagger for a while, and then he switched back to the mech because I think they wanted to contest the Roche, but now it's delayed them quite a bit here for him to be able to get in to get those Ravage properly. They have DJ to, start the fights a bit here, but they need this Tidehunter Blink for that instant Ravage on top of their faces if they can get it before the BKBs. Fnatic. They have all their ultis available. Arc Warden split pushing the bottom lane too, so they've got a good position in their lanes to try to get a pick off here. They're going to scan up high ground, claim it as well, try to get their own deep vision down to try to get a pick off here. Ramses,
quick reactions there. Break down under the tier 2, he's fine.
Their instant disable isn't really there for Fnatic either. I mean, neither side really has that super fast disable. Bane, slow animations, Tidehunter is very obvious. The Tiny is probably the best one, but still can be a little bit different.
I will commit this to memory.
No one blinked on the high ground, so they're laughing a little bit as Roger sleeps him up there too. A bit of farm going on both sides here. This split push game is going to get very annoying for VP to deal with. Abed now fully online. Top of net worth, Boots of Travel, Mjolnir. And we've seen what can happen when they try to threaten high ground on the side of VP, because the bubbles come out and they're mostly ranged heroes. So that bubble, very hard for you to actually get on top of. It puts you in a very bad position.
Radiant are scanning.
VP, they know that they're still very much in control of this game as long as they stick together.
Yeah, and play around their vision. That's why you see them go to the bottom side of the map.
It's super hard for Fnatic to ever really get a jump upon them. Smoke up.
They push bottom lane, and now they're going to look to hunt into the enemy jungle here. This could catch Abed and Fnatic off guard. Spark Wraith is down. But VP, they're aware. They're looking for it. They just blink it.
Yeah, no one goes in immediately. The Winter's Curse will hold him in place for now, but the Primal Split's there. Control onto Jabs. Jabs has got an already Pasha.
They want Abed.
He's hunting for another. He's got vision on Abed, has the stun, throws him up into the air, brings him straight down into the clutches of no one and Ramses as Pasha. Beautiful control with that Brew ultimate. DJ and MP will find Roger. On their half the map with no one. He's in immediately with the TP reaction, jumps forward onto DJ. And again, VP just taking 3 kills from Fnatic, and Fnatic only being able to hit back with a Bane support kill.
With a very that was such a neat rotation that they did too, right? They pushed out bottom, they showed 4 or 5 heroes, and then they smoke and draft all the way into the jungle because they know that Abed's going to be there trying to farm and push top.
Straight in.
Yeah, he blinked blind. They knew. They absolutely knew that.
He knows what's sort of their best reaction. It's going to be dropping a solo Winter's Curse onto him. That buys them some time to get away, but it doesn't really do anything that threatens the heroes of VP.
Yeah. Now he can push a tower by himself with that Drower up with Alacrity. Easily brings it down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Getting themselves more map control. Do they have any wards? Roger's the one with the wards, so they actually can't put any deeper wards inside of Fnatic's jungle at the moment. But Fnatic gets slowed down quite heavily because of those 3 deaths. And now they're probably expecting that there's a vision somewhere inside of their jungle already, because the way that no one just jumped in without any hesitation. So Jabs, he's gonna check, see where it could be. Even buys more sentries. He's gonna just place them around everywhere. Just probably he's probably like, what? Yep. There has to be a ward somewhere around here, but they've checked the two likely spots, and there's nothing.
Dire are scanning.
How long do we have for Rush? 15 seconds till we find out. Yeah. Roger, he's getting spotted. He's dead. He wanted to get a ward up to be able to prepare for the Roshan.
Just the blink of the Primal off.
And gets the D ward. Does he have he has a gem, I guess? He must have a gem on the roof. Yeah, he does. Okay. He does. I was like, he's killing those wards without vision. What's happening? But no, he did buy that gem. It's going to be really nice inside the fights too, because he's going to have vision around whenever he primal splits to be able to hunt the Weaver. So not having to rely on sentry wards being placed out in that area. But now vision around that Roche pit, it's going to be the most important thing for the next upcoming fight. And Fnatic just lost their ward. But VP, they couldn't get theirs down either because they lost Roger while he was going for that.
Oh, Ramses. Again, quick reactions from the Mirana. Fnatic still setting up around the pit, making it hard for VP to come over. VP at the moment don't seem to be too bothered by the Roshan control, as they are just making the most of the map. Split up at the top of the bottom. They do get an arrow connection onto Ice. And just, of course, frequently checking out the pit with the Sunstrike. There's still a minute and a half about until Roshan's back in the game.
Solo just staying bottom, hiding, just waiting for a situation to keep that split push going. Keep the momentum going in on a lane so that you can get a good position to go for that Roche. Hasn't been spamming the precision aura though.
The Cataclysm to scout out.
Roche will be up in about 70 seconds. They won't have Cataclysm right away. It should be up soon after. Spamming Moonlight Shadow pretty much every single time it's up too on Ramses. Fnatic just continuing to hold this high ground around the Roche area. They know they want no vision to be placed here. They want no Obs ward. They want to try to control that area around the pit. And no one, he just keeps sending a Forge Spirit in just to prepare. So you just keep checking that area. As the split push continues with the Arc Warden, these books will probably see no one farm them.
Let's see mid. Starting to get close to one another again. Right. Ram just clearing out that double.
Easy money.
The blink on the Wyvern now. So Fnatic, they do have good ways to set up a fight.
Yeah, good ways for the BKB piercing disable too. BP though, they have Glimmer Kick now on Roger too, and they've got level 18 on the Brewmaster. Pasha, Blink, Vlad's, Drums, level 18. Doing incredibly well on this, I mean, position that he doesn't really play. 5, 2, and 6. They want to get a pick off ideally before that Roche starts, and they really want to get vision. The most important thing for them is really keeping tabs of what the Tidehunter is. If Pasha can just jump in, throws the Tidehunter in the air a few times, that team fight's going to be super difficult for Fnatic to take.
We go, VP. It's the pit, Fnatic, how are they going to push them out of it?
Ramsey's built a very tanky build too, having a full Ive Scotty finished right now.
Down pretty quickly here with Ramsey's hitting away. Jabs, he's going to jump in. He's going to put the Winter's Curse only onto the Mirana for now. So not really going to annoy Ramsey's too much at all. DJ jumping in with the combo looking for Roger, but VP, they're just in the pit. Fnatic, they're not getting in it.
And now they're even controlling this tier on the side. They got MP with the Fiend's Grip.
Yeah, now they're just going to get the kills as well. They get the Roche, they get the Aegis, now Fnatic, they've got to run away. VP taking everything, and again taking the team fight too. As an attempted CP will be unsuccessful by Ahmed. Jump ball from Pasha, gets the clap slow onto two of them. MP pops the BKB. He's desperately trying to kill off at least Roger. They do find the Bane, but Fnatic, they've already lost so much in this fight. Ramses, he's also going to be fine. DJ tried to jump back in on top of him to at least bring down the Mirana. Wants to take that Aegis out of his hands, but he will not be quite as fortunate. MP tries to come around and kill Ramses, but he just can't. Ramses survives. Triple kill for the Mirana with the Aegis intact. 25 to 17.
They can't even get the Ravage off in the fight because of the control that's coming out from Pasha. He jumps in, gets the tornado, just does it multiple times. They even try like burning his mana time and time again with like a tornado EMP combo. ISS just can't play the game versus this Brewmaster. Look at him, bottom 4 net worth as well. It's just been an impossible game.
Yeah, I mean, Pasha
to get a setup.
Pasha's just been playing excellent.
He really has.
The way that he goes in and just disables and disrupts it. He knows the perfect targets each and every time. Who he's going to be sending up, who's going to be stunning, and it really does make the fights impossible for Fnatic to play. The buybacks will come out. So Sai tries to lead him, but again, Pasha, just immediate blink reaction. He's out of there. The mid lane rack's taken. Full Shiva's guard, picked up by no one.
Playing Tidehunter versus Brewmaster is just, it's so difficult. I mean, he literally just has to just tornado him every single fight, and the team fights are almost impossible.
I think you can sort of take that second half of the sentence out. Playing Tidehunter is, it's not easy. This hero is not a super strong hero. It's very hard to make work in any sense.
Yeah, and the way that BP, they all split up inside that fight, right? So Jabs tries to jump in, get this curse off, but there's nobody in there except for one hero, so it doesn't actually hit anybody else. The Bane sleep on the Tidehunter control. They get the follow-up tornado afterwards. They almost kill the Weaver at the start of the fight with this Fiend's Grip plus Cataclysm combo, but he gets 4-step, thankfully, from, I believe, Abed.
I mean, this game, I mean, VP, they may have sort of had some crazy stuff happen in the draft, but the way they played doesn't look to be affected at all. You know, Ramses and no one had a beautiful lane.
They're the carries.
And Solo, he's been chilling short at the start. He got bullied, died a few times, but he's been playing it very safe. Yeah. Fantastic map awareness of where to be, and look at the damage that he's kicking out. Everyone getting 89.
Yeah, he's been surviving throughout the majority, well, most of the fights too, to be able to boost up his true carries. So they've got Blazor, they've got Drower, they've got all these different things to just allow them to be those beasts. And I mean, Ramses finished up the Scotty a few moments ago, but now he's up
25. Love and life on the Mirana. Hasn't died at all this game. Yeah, this is... It's VP, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter if they mess up who they're playing and what they're drafting, they'll still crush you. As this game, Fnatic, again, for the second time this series, left with very few options in terms of climbing back into this match. A little more options than they did have in game one, I would say.
For sure.
But it's not great.
No, it's just when, you know, they got these nice momentum, like a little bit of momentum on Fnatic when they were able to find some pickoffs and get the farm on Abed to catch up, but when it comes down to the true brunt of the team fights, it's just impossible for them to take unless Ice gets the initiation off, and he just can't. No. He can't versus Brewmaster with the way Pasha's been playing.
This is Games Bueno Solo. He's got better KDA than Abed. At the moment, Abed's just been struggling ever since he was bullied in that middle lane.
Yep.
As VP
Pasha just blinks in. Yeah,
why not? He knows how strong he is. There's not much they can do against a Primal split.
If Primal Split goes off in the fight, I think VP knows that they'll be able to take it every single time.
Fnatic just can't get anywhere close to the racks to defend them.
Dire's bottom barracks.
The full second set of racks taken by VP.
And now they back out. At no risk.
As I say, Solo, they can close this game, will be his first competitive win on Drow Ranger as far as I could see on the records. I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm pretty sure he's never, as I said, there was a couple of games they looked to just be in sort of competitive leagues with stacks rather than officials. This match, I mean, Solo is going to be feeling amazing. Something very different from VP, but it certainly did not knock sort of that VP magic that they really do have.
Nope, and Pasha's played this so well on this brew. Like it's one of his better heroes, and he made it look fantastic on the 4th position brew. He's just had such heavy impact inside of every single team fight.
So we'll see where Solo goes with his money next. I mean, he's got the Yash shell. I don't know if he wants to Manta or if he maybe just wants to go for the bigger agi items. Get a butterfly.
Doesn't really change too much. His doesn't really change too much in the fights, right?
It's just the damage is.
Yeah.
It's a crazy amount of damage from the Drow. 90 damage. And for those Primal Split as well. That's a lot of punch. That was all. EKB. Solo. Hopping it a little early. They're heading in. They've got the cannon. Oh! A Ravage from the grave won't do anything to save Fnatic here, as they've lost 2. DJ's getting surrounded. Abed, he came back in for whatever reason. He's dead as well. MP will time-lapse. BKB and Shikuchi will escape, but it's GG. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It really is for Fnatic in this series, as VP take it 2-0. And with a solo Drow Ranger as well. Solo's the Drow Ranger. And his many years of playing Dota 2 in an official. And wow, what VP. I mean, today, some days they really are on it, and today was one of those days.
After all this time, I finally understand. Weapons are useless without the skill to wield them. The past is an illusion without the stories to anchor it. Immortality is meaningless without the trials to make one worthy of it. Time to write a new story.
They have the
This unusual team is a blend of Europe, Asia, and North America, whose third-place finish in the NA Regionals for the Major turned heads. Originally called March Out of the Army as a tribute to their new captain, they built on their early success to place second in WSOE in Las Vegas last month. But Kuala Lumpur is their biggest challenge yet. J Storm. They showed promise at the TI-8 qualifiers, but after a summer to reflect on missed opportunities, they're finally showing why this iconic org has placed all their faith in them. Coached by TI3 winner Loda, this new generation finished third in the EU Regionals and are desperate to leave their mark on the Major. Out of the shadows and into the light, and making their debut on the DPC. Give it up for Alliance! The VGJ Storm roster that reached top 8 at TI this summer found themselves a new home and a new offlaner. TI winning Universe stepped up to the plate this season, and with a Kings Cup Regionals title already under their belt, this team is already making waves. With their dynamic support duo and the prolific Resolution, there's potential to go far. Runners-up in the NA. Please give it up for Forward Gaming. Runners-up in the EU Regionals, PPD's newest creation have been busy this season, but face the challenge of performing at the Major without offlaner 33. However, with TI winner Mind Control as a replacement and the lethal reliability of Vata and Ace, it would be foolish to count them out just yet. Giving their org their DPC debut, please welcome Ninjas in Pajamas. A hybrid of North and South American players, this is a team that has bridged the gap. Housing Brazilian veterans Lilas and Forder, along with the bad boys of NA, their high-risk, high-reward playstyle got them this far. But can they continue to go unpunished? Runners-up in the South American Regionals, give a big hand for Pain X. Heavy favorites to win the Major, this team towered above the competition in Hamburg and were truly on another level. Nisha and Zai joined their ranks this season, and Captain Puppy seems to have once again masterminded a world-class roster. Meta trendsetters with unpredictable drafts and winners of the EU Regionals. Team Secret. Great drafting by 1437 turned the grand finals of Dream League around to see this team take the first minors title of the season and receive the golden ticket to the Major. They were soul-bound together after victory in Stockholm, according to Moon Meander. They showed grit and versatility in Sweden, but how will they fare in Kuala Lumpur? In the words of Zephyr himself, we gonna win! Tigers! Frontrunners for the entire DPC last season, they've kept their double Major winning roster, but have yet to fully assert their dominance. Humbled in Hamburg, they arrive in Kuala Lumpur with a point to prove and scores to settle. Winners of the CIS Regionals, and led by the iconic Solo. Please give a big hand for Virtus Pro. After an impressive showing at the end of the last season for this team, Misery moved from coach to captain, and the impact is undeniable. Winners of the South American Regionals, they're not here to make up the numbers. They're here to go the distance. Introducing Pain Gaming.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.